Hello, welcome back. It is the second Golf is Ruining My Life of 2024. We are standing on the tee of the second hole, Tom Green.
Come out the blocks hot, baby.
Yeah, what did you get on the first?
9.
It's all right. It's a par 9. Don't worry. It's fine.
Par 9. One of the classic par 9s.
Well, they're more par 9s. So, welcome along to the show.
When was the last time you got a 9?
I got a 9 last year on a medal day. I put it in the woods twice, and got maybe it was more than a 9. I think it was an 11 on a par 5.
I've had a 12.
I cried.
I've had a 12 in a medal. 12 in a medal. Yeah, par 5.
There is a skill to playing the medal properly.
And getting a 12.
To actually be able to do that.
Yeah.
No, to be able to do proper medal golf. You go out and play with your mates, and obviously you do a proper card. But playing in the pressure of a medal day with people you maybe don't know that well, on the day when everyone is doing the same thing, it's a different way of playing golf, and it takes a long time to get into it.
Especially when you really care. When you're in that bit of golf where you're practicing loads, and it means so much, and you're going to go, I can feel a handicap drop coming, I've been putting really good. Those are the worst possible days.
It is a bit... my relationship with golf reminds me of my relationship with a lot of girls in my teens.
The more you want it, the less you're going to get
desperate.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is go online. No. It does, though. I felt like
a million jokes in my head,
Yeah.
none of which I actually felt safe saying. No, none of them. I'll just stay silent.
So listen, we promised we'd talk about this last week, and that is the brand new Cobra drivers. They're new woods. The new driver is out. It's amazing. It's called Dark Speed.
Dark Speed.
Dark Speeds.
How fast is it? Don't know, it's dark. Must be fast. Purely south.
It's so good you'll still be playing at night time.
Dark Speed.
Yeah, you need night vision goggles. Let's not take the mick out of Cobra,
No, I'm
Tom.
not
We
taking
love
the mick.
those
It's a
guys.
good
We love
name.
those guys. Great clubs. Hey, listen, there's 3 different...
Stealth. It's all no one.
Of course it is. QI. What? Stephen Fry
Golf
back?
isn't sexy, so you've got to make it sexy with the names.
Victor Hovland
No, it's sexy.
is sexy. So 3 drivers available. You got your low speed, you got your middle one, and then you've got your slightly bigger one. I'm sure
Low spin.
Low spin. Thank you. That's the hardest one to hit.
Yes.
So we went to a fitting day with Cobra at Woburn the other day. Tom wore denim. I respected golf's traditions, and I got there first because you were on the radio, so I had to take the first slot.
Yes.
Right? I got there at 10 a.m. It was absolutely freezing. It was nearly cancelled. The ground was frozen. The wind was whipping in.
Oh, God.
From left to right on the range, because it was very much outdoors.
Yes.
Traditionally, golf is an outdoor sport.
Yeah.
Traditionally, golf fittings can happen indoors.
Indoors. I thought it was indoors.
I went to a Cobra fitting last year, right, which was at an indoor place in the centre of London town, and there were drinks. I got a full set of irons and drivers fitted when I was drunk.
Ah, right. I didn't know this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. That's why do you think I got blades?
Oh, it was the one
Yeah.
I was at.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that day. Yeah. I could see why you got drunk. Yeah.
I'd had a shandy and a half, and I was like, I'm going to hit blades.
Yeah.
I'm so good at golf, I'm going to hit blades.
But Tom, your swing speed's not fast enough. I'm gonna hit blades.
Just can't work out why 2023 wasn't a great year for my golf. Actually, not true. Beautiful clubs. So I'm there on this range. Everyone's freezing, sort of doing the whole, blowing on their heads. The thing that was most annoying, and I hate this in golf, and this is something I've talked about before on the podcast, hitting a ball into a low sun.
Oh, because you can't see, you're just blinded.
And I'm a very visual, I think we all are as golfers. You're visual. I want to see it happen. I want to hit the ball and associate the feeling of the swing and the ball strike with what happens to the ball. And when you hit, there's low sun, to the point where I was hitting it and just doing that.
I think there's no bigger guarantee to a bad shot in golf than when you're on a tee and you got to say to the people you're playing with, we just keep an eye out on this. Just do one of these. You know it's going to be bad.
That is the worst thing. How do you tell your friend when you're one of those? I lost it, mate. Sorry.
Yeah. Screw you.
I dread that so much because part of you thinks, well, I don't care. It's not my ball.
Shit. No idea.
I had an argument with my friend Justin very recently because he kept losing. I was like, you just do that. You just put your hand over where the sun is. He was like, yeah, but you hit it right into the sun.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Well, take your hand away and burn your retina. It's my tight list.
There's also, I hate it as well when you're playing with someone and you're trying to hit out the woods or the trees or something. You can't really see where the ball goes. Yeah. You hit it. You hear that. Yeah. Like it hit trees. You go, do you see that? Sorry, mate. I wasn't looking.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay. That's all right, mate. No worries. So it was a very, very low sum, which meant that the lovely Sam from Cobra, he would tell me what had happened to the ball. But I wouldn't say he's got the best bedside manner. Left. Left. All right, Sam. It's okay, mate. Do you know what? I'll look for it. We'll pause that. Left. Okay. Low. Left.
Can we put is there any way they make it fade a bit more?
Yeah, exactly. What do I have to do to... But this is the thing about getting a golf club fitting. It's really stressful because they're all watching you.
Yeah.
And if you feel like I'm not really playing that well at the moment, you worry about having a golf club built around you not playing that well.
That's so funny. That mindset is so true in a fitting. Yeah. When it's going wrong, and it's going wrong in a way that it doesn't normally... No, this isn't normally how it goes.
Oh, don't worry, we'll fix that because you're hitting them low. And I'm like, no, I don't normally do that. No, but we're going to fix it so you don't go low. Well, what does that mean?
Yeah, because when I'm out on the course and I'm hitting it high again, is this now going to be mega high?
Yeah, exactly. And then you're like, do I need to relearn how to hit it to now offset what you've just done to try and fix what I'm doing on a cold winter's day at 10 o'clock in the morning?
And try explaining all that to your girlfriend on the way home. Why don't you care? No, because it's now going to go really high.
Yeah, it's called ballooning into the wind. And if you just punch it a bit high, she's gone.
Weirdly, I was hitting more fades than normal.
There was a really nice moment when, because the wind was going left to right and I was losing it right a bit every time, which is fine. And then I was like, I'll just see if I can, this is using irons. I had to go, I might be getting some new irons.
Nice.
And I was like, I'll just see if I can bend it a bit, see what it feels like. Because I find shaping a blade, you've got to hit it really well to shape it nicely. And then you've got more control. But you have to hit it well. And I just wanted to put a little bit of a draw. And I just hit the most perfect draw. And it drew and that into the wind. Turned around, none of them were looking.
Oh, screw you.
I was like, Dad, can you watch that again, please? I need validation. Sorry, did I say Dad? I meant Sam.
What's worse than not looking is, it didn't actually register that one. You hit the shot of your life.
You need to put the ball back on the thing.
Yeah, I can't. It was outside the square.
I can't
Fuck
do
the
that.
square.
Very sweary today, Tom Green.
Sorry. Screw the square.
So it was very cold. I warmed up eventually, and I absolutely listen. You know. The dark matter drivers, they're called dark speed drivers.
Dark speed.
They look gorgeous. They feel gorgeous. So did the ones last year. They are brilliant. They are slightly faster. They're slightly more forgiving, I feel. I don't know if that is the science bit, but they feel more forgiving.
I thought they were more forgiving.
The 3 and the 5 wood. Amazing.
I can't even begin. Can we take this separately? Because I don't want to... Tell me about your fitting.
Okay.
And then I will tell you about... Because there's a very specific bit of my fitting that's going to take up a lot of time.
Great. Okay. Well, listen. I basically hit a bunch of 7 to 9 irons to try and see if I should leave the blades and go back to the more cavity back thing. Yeah. It's the same ones that Ricky Fowler's playing with. So I hit those. They put a slightly longer shaft in. They put a slightly thicker grip on it. And I just absolutely loved it. It felt easier. It felt more forgiving. None of the blades, you thin those, you're in trouble.
So you come off the blades.
So I'm going to come off the blades.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do.
There is a moment when you're looking at the different clubs for irons, and I was like, no, I'm happy with my blades. And I'm like, I don't want those. You know, those are for sort of people with like a 15 handicap. And you just went, Ricky Fowler plays with those. I'll have a go with those.
Yeah, let
me go with those, and I'm getting set of those. Then I hit the driver. Driving is a big problem in my game. I would say I hit irons, especially sort of 7 to 9 iron, like a 2 or 3 handicapper. My drivers, I hit like a sort of 12 handicapper. My driving is not good enough. So a more forgiving club is very interesting. Really enjoyed it. Hit a couple beautifully. Hit a few left and low. Loved them. Absolutely loved it. You know, felt like I was in a good place by the end. But like I say, there was that thing at the beginning where I felt they were trying to fix the problems caused by it being cold. I've just got out of the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the fitting thing is quite stressful.
Do you know what you ended up with? Can you remember what you ended up with?
So this is the other thing. This is the sign of a proper golfing nerd. If you can remember all of your specifics with a fitting.
Yes.
Because he said to me, all right, this great guy Cam, who was fitting me up. Shout out to Cam. Brilliant pro. He was really great. He was like, so what are you on with your driver? What are you set up for? It's the one wood. The driver. Yeah, but what degree are you on? I don't know. I probably should have brought my clubs with me, shouldn't I? Yes, you should have. Yeah, I didn't. Sorry.
You didn't know anything?
I didn't know anything.
Didn't
know a thing.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I think that's quite nice in a way to go in bareback like that. Probably not the right phrase. Feels like then it's properly it's a blind tasting, if you know what I mean. I'm not being influenced by how I've been
There's no prerequisite as to what you think you should be having at that stage.
That's right.
Yeah, which is good.
And if it's wrong, it's wrong. I'll fix it. But I loved it, and I'm super excited to get the clubs. And then at the end, last thing on me for this, at the end, I was sort of walking off going, this is all great. Oh, what are those? Oh, those are new putters.
Yes.
Well, that was the next half hour of my life in a bin, wasn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Just going onto the greens at Woburn. I didn't have denim on, so I could walk anywhere.
You were allowed. I
was given the freedom of the club. And I walked around over to their practice green, which is arguably the best green I've ever played on. And it was January. And I had to go with their new putters. And one's massive, one's smaller. I can't remember the names of them now. Google them. They're brilliant.
Yeah.
And what I always do, and you can tell a lot about someone's psyche by which putter they choose. I went for the mad, stupid, enormous one, and it's gorgeous. The weighting on it.
I love the Cobra footers. I had a Cobra footer in my bag. Still do now. One of the bigger. I had one of the 3D printed ones.
Yes.
Big sort of, to quote a competitor, unfortunately, they look like the TaylorMade spiders.
Yes.
An amazing putter. I've got one in my bag right now. The weighting, as you say, is really, really good and very forgiving.
And the weighting of it is good because it means that you hit up on the putt more. So it feels like you knocking it up rather than just sort of moving it through the ball. It actually feels like it's doing something. So yeah, I'm just trying to find out the name of the new putters. Agera, it's called Agera.
Wow,
that's what I've gone for. They're
how exciting! It's an amazing day.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It's brilliant. So absolutely loved it. I know we're going to do a little competition in a minute, but should we? I mean, we've got ads as well in a sec, but I want to hear about your fitting and what happened with you apart from the denim.
I loved it. I love fittings. I love golf geekery. If you've never done a fitting and you think it's not for you because you've just started golf or whatever, just do it. Get into it. Because it's an amazing day and you're with someone who knows a lot about the sport and a lot about how they can help your game.
Well, also, if you're just starting golf and you don't have fitted clubs, you can often hinder yourself.
You're making it so much harder. We've said this loads on the show. You end up pulling Uncle Bob's clubs from the back of the shed and their irons from the 80s.
Offset, links, Cobras, whatever the hell it was. Yeah, brilliant.
You're fighting. So go and treat yourself to a new set. So I got down there in my denims and I just absolutely loved it. It was so nice to have new clubs in my hand. I took their new driver for a spin, and obviously there's these. I can't remember what it was called. I think there's the low spin one.
Yeah.
Then there's the one for everyone, really.
Yes.
And then there's the more you've just started golf. This will help you out.
Yes.
One.
Yeah. And I've gone middle.
Yes, I've gone middle.
Yeah.
And the natural thing to go is I was like, keep me away from the low spin. And he was like, well, it's not actually that much like that. Like, we should try it and whatever. And I ended up in the middle. I ended up with the stiff shaft, standard length, driver, 10.5 degrees. Perfect.
I think I've gone stiff 11 degrees.
Oh, okay, a bit more.
Yeah, and with a thicker grip as well.
Nice.
I asked for a thicker grip.
So I took the driver for a spin. It was great. First shaft felt a little bit light, so we put a heavier shaft in there, which made a massive difference. And I love
low kick point. Or not? Do you know because they can lower the kick point to make it go a bit higher.
I was hitting the ball just off centre, top left.
Okay.
So if you imagine a cross like that, like that, I was there.
Okay.
So just at the top a little bit, which is so nice as well to when you're hitting a ball and then you can instantly look at a screen and go, that's where it hit on the face.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Because you can start to play around with it a little bit more and go, okay, that's what a centre strike feels like. That's what X, Y, and Z feels like.
God, I want to play golf. Doing this podcast is agony. I just want to go play golf now, and it's night and it's cold and we can't.
So before we finish today, me and Tom did a competition, which is we both took at the drivers and we had 3 shots to see who could hit the thing the furthest.
Yes, we did.
All I know is that the scores are in 1 yard of each other.
He texted me that. You texted me that going, we're within a yard of each other. We don't know which Tom won.
Don't know who won.
We've recorded audio of us hitting those balls.
And we're going to do it before the end of the show.
We're going to do it before the end of the show. Well, we're going to go to ads now.
Yes.
And then...
I've got a thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
And then we'll do it.
Okay, fine. Ads. Welcome back to Golf is Ruining My Life. It's all going to go a little bit Top Gear Challenge in a minute with me and Tom hitting the new Cobra Dark Speed. Before we do that, though, Tom Green, you've got a thing.
I got a 7-wood.
You said that like a man running out of a maternity ward going, it's a boy.
I got a 7-wood. And I've wanted one for ages.
Is that because Sam was talking about it? Because Sam from Cobra was talking about it that day as well. And I was like, oh, yeah.
7-woods are quite popular.
Yeah.
They've been popular since, I think it was Dustin Johnson put one in the bag a few years ago. I think for a long time, people viewed Seven Woods as a bit of a granny club.
Oh, yes.
They really were. They were 200 yards, 210 yards, something like that. It was the people that couldn't hit their longer irons. You didn't see anyone with them.
What's the difference between a 7-wood and my rescue wood? Because my rescue wood it goes 200 yards.
And that's the point. That's what me and my fitter came into. And this was a really interesting chat. So I took the driver, loved the driver. Yeah. Took the 3-wood, loved the 3-wood. Then he said, should we try one of the hybrids, one of the rescues? And I said, I really struggle with this club off the floor. I've always struggled with it off the floor. And you've got to remember, when you're hitting a hybrid, the vast majority of time it's going to be off the deck.
Floor. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
I love my hybrid with a little tee under it. Yeah. You got a long par 3, giz it me.
What length are we talking for your hybrid? 210, 200?
Yeah, 200 yards.
Yeah.
It was always my 200. It was my full hybrid 200-yard club.
But coming in high, so you can lob it a bit.
No.
That's the key.
Exactly.
This is the key.
And in my bag, this is what having a fitting is so good about. In my bag he was like, can you talk me through your bag currently? And I said, you're not going to like this, but I've got a 4 iron and I've got a 4 hybrid.
Yeah.
And he's like, why? And I was like, well, they both go the same distance-ish, but they both do different jobs. My 4 iron, I love my 4 iron because I can, as discussed on previous podcasts, do the smother it. Yeah. And I will be, if I've driven decently on a par 5 and I've got way too long to the green, do you know what? Stick a 4 iron in my hand, I will get it pretty close and it'll be straight down the middle.
I've seen you hit a nice low stinger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so safe and I love it. I can't do that with my 4 hybrid. I can do my 4 hybrid on a long par 3s.
Can I just say it's very unusual because most people would find the 4 iron much harder to hit.
I know. It is totally unusual. Yeah, it's really weird. So he said, okay, cool. He's like, I don't like that because I don't like having clubs in the bag that go the same distance. Yes. He said, have you ever thought of a 7-wood? And I was like, hell yes, I've thought of a 7-wood. Put it in my hand. Yeah. I have never hit shots like I hit that dark speed 7-wood.
Oh, wow.
I am talking the really high arcing, land on the on the green and stop dead.
Yes.
100, it lands, carry 190,
yes.
Ran out to a 215.
I got a rescue wood about 3 years ago, and the logic was you need to go high because you get those 200-yard shots on a long par 4 or maybe a short par 5, and you're off the deck. And suddenly I was hitting a ball that seemed to have the flight of an enormous oversized 9 iron.
Yes.
Ballooning in and stopping. Because up to that point, I'd knock a 5-wood down there, low, or a 3 iron, and it would skiddle around and I might get lucky and it might stop nearby. But suddenly I could attack and throw the bombs down onto the green.
Yeah, I loved it. And I felt really comfortable and safe with it in my hands, which...
That's so good.
When you're trying to approach a green from 210 yards, I hate that. Because it just worries me. I just think I'm going to have a really long iron in my hand here. And that means that I could potentially go big left and big right. And I've really messed up this hole.
And if you start doing those shots well, the difference that makes your score is amazing. There's no shame in getting a 7-wood. How's the knitting going?
You told Justin Johnson that. So I love it. I've got a 7-wood in my bag and I can't wait to use it. And I feel really deadly with it. And I think it's going to be really good for my game.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. And
we make no bones about the fact this show is helped by Cobra and Puma. But you said it last year, and I've really felt it this year. They have found something special in the woods. The drivers are great. We know the drivers are great.
Yeah.
But there is something about the 3-wood, the 5-wood, the 7-wood that is super special.
I've never found a club that's so easy to hit that I have so much confidence in. It's all forgiveness. You can hit it pretty much anywhere and it'll do something for you, even if you pretty much close your eyes. It is ridiculous how great that club is. So, and in a way, to the point where, and sometimes the pros do this, don't they? When they, contractually, they have to get new clubs every year. And Rory had it a couple of years ago with the new Stealth. And he was like, I just want to go back to my old Stealth because I was hitting that really well. But you can't. You've got to do the new club. And I'm really relieved. The new stuff is great. So it's even better.
Should we go over to the competition?
Got 10 minutes left. So we've got a couple of bits of audio. Who are we going to do first and who are we going to do second?
I think we go with you first. You were first in the day.
Very cold. So obviously the balls aren't flying as far because it's much colder.
Listen, so I want to come in on this point, right? I want to come in on this point. There is a lot of balls talk in golf, right?
Yeah.
And because I know what you're thinking. yardages.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, a cold ball doesn't fly as far.
Of course it doesn't. Yeah. But equally, all the stuff that you hear online of people going, I drive the ball 270. I drive the ball 300 yards. Nonsense. Yeah, you might do once every now and again.
Well, always on that 6th hole where you know the line to put it onto and it rolls and rolls and rolls. Yeah.
The numbers I was getting, because it was cold, because they weren't proper balls, and because it's real. We were getting real numbers. This isn't online rubbish where people hit a 300-yard shot and film it and edit it, and that's the only thing they put out. No. This is the real yardage.
Yeah, this sounds like a little speech you do before you reveal your tiny penis.
Yeah.
Can I just say...
You've heard my speech.
Can I just say, love, in the context of what you might see at a gym or a sauna, this is absolutely in the middle. No, you're absolutely right. And it was interesting. I mean, I hit that driver 15, 20 times, I must have, if not more, doing a fitting. You do get quite tired doing fittings.
Yeah.
As well. And I didn't see a lot because of the low sun. But when I saw a couple... I looked at it and thought, that I would be so pleased with that. Because you see it and you know what the distance is just by looking. And I thought, God, I'd be so happy with that.
The shots I hit here, if I hit them on the course, I'd be happy.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so here we go. This is
all
me.
Those caveats. That we all know the numbers aren't going to be quite as big as we'd like.
I've never had any problems with previous girlfriends. All right, here we go. Gosh, it's very golf banter today. All right. Here we go. Then this is me trying out the... so 3 shots, by the way. That's the challenge. We have 3 shots, and whichever one goes the furthest... out of the 6 shots between us is the winner.
Yeah.
All right, here's me.
All right, Tom Green, here we go then. So I'm on the range. The sun's just gone in for the first time, so I might actually be able to see where the ball's going. I mean,
excuses.
To be honest, if I want to see where the ball's going, all I've got to do is look left. So hitting the new Cobra Dark Speed aloft. What's this? 11 degrees, Cam. So I'm on 11 degrees, and here we go. Ball number 1. Let's see how this goes. I've been hitting it pretty well, but I've just done an hour of fittings, so
many excuses.
Just hit the ball.
So many excuses. I sound so cold.
That wasn't me, by the way. That was
it sounded good.
I know. That was one of the pros.
Smacked it. Felt okay.
Well, a bit further.
Yeah, right, that's good. Okay. all right, fine. So that was ball 1. The carry for that, the total for that rather, was 227.
227
total.
227 so far. Okay.
It wasn't a good shot. It was not a good shot. This is the good one.
Building on it. Yeah, here we go. Can you hear that's Camp, by the way? Giving me a bit of... he's like my new golfing hype man. He's just a sort of...
Not you.
Okay.
Not me. Here we go.
That was good.
That was a good one. This is the good one. I think this is my longest.
Come on. Jeez. Okay. All right. Okay. Not good. 239, Tom Green. 239.
239.
And now
239 the total.
We go big and then we go home. So this is the third and final one.
I think I hooked this one a bit, but it went quite far.
Okay.
Oh, the grin! I know it's you.
I know.
I know you know it's not fair. It's not fair.
A lot of supporters here, Tom. A lot of supporters. Just so you know.
Oh, Green's looking so happy. Go ahead.
Oh, that's such a big hook. Oh.
Get yards from a hook though.
Did it on purpose, mate. Did it on purpose.
That was 238. So there you go.
238.
So 239 is the number to beat.
Yeah, 239. I can already tell by his the body language has changed on Tom Green. The face has changed. Let's find out what happened to Green.
No, because we're doing it live on the show. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, rubbish.
So here we are. We're at the Cobra fitting. I've been put into a golf club, isn't that right? Yeah. Do you want to talk to me a little bit about it? What have I got in my hands here?
So you've got the Dark Speed X 10.5 degree. We've got the weight put forward to try and lower the spin a little bit and just gain a bit of distance.
I wasn't getting any of that.
We've got the IZ6 stiff shaft from Graphite Design.
Oh yeah.
Really, really high quality. We really found that with Tom that really improved his sort of dispersion. Yeah. And really improved his strike consistency as well as the ball speed and the spin came down. It was honestly really good.
I didn't get any of
It's time
this.
to hit some absolute bombs, Tom Price. So you were here earlier today. I heard you put a pretty good score in. It's cold. It's the middle of winter.
More excuses.
Let's hit some golf balls. I'm going to go and bring you with me. It's basically who can hit this thing the furthest. If I hit them, you call that number.
Oh
You
yeah,
tell me
nice.
what I get.
Well formatted.
was cold, wasn't it?
It was really cold. Have we mentioned it was cold? Oh, that sounded nice.
Whippy.
That felt good. 229 full distance. That is shorter than we've had for the rest of the day. Right, that felt amazing.
But your first was the same as mine, so in the 220s.
I was worried at 229.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Oh, I can't
right, let's keep going.
I'm so competitive.
I think this is the best thing we've ever done on the show.
I am so gripped.
That felt very solid. Yeah, it felt really good. Okay.
230.6.
230.6.
I mean, how? So my most was 239.
239. I've gone 227. 230.6.
Yeah.
I had one more to go.
And did you really go for this one?
I really went for it. Sugar. I pulled the one thing I know about distance. Got to pull my grip right. I got to have my hand right at the top of the grip. I'm like, I want every inch of this shaft because I'm just going to go for it. I knew the numbers I'd put in so far.
Oh, he's so
won.
He's bigging it up. I can't believe it.
Getting better. 230.6 currently. Okay.
That sounded really good.
I think that's shorter. 238.
Oh!
238.
Tom Price. By 1 yard, you won.
I'm so happy. But I'm so devastated at how much that meant to me.
God, you really care.
You really care. I'm gonna have nail marks in my finger, my hands.
Well done.
From grip.
Well done.
Oh, mate, well done you. And thanks again to Cobra. It was a great day. I've just about warmed up. It was like 3 days ago now, and I've just about warmed up again. The clubs are amazing. We cannot recommend enough. And guess what? As always here on the show, because we are friends with Cobra, we're going to be giving some away.
Yeah, of course.
Details on that to come. But stay listening, stay watching, and we'll be chucking you some of that beautiful kit.
1 yard.
Tom, you're gonna. I flushed that one. I absolutely flushed that 239.
Yeah, I couldn't have gone any better than I did on the one that I got.
Oh, I really thought you'd done it because your body language. When you listened to mine, you got all fidgety.
No, it was nice to know that you'd won.
It was. I mean, that was the best content we've done.
I'm gripped,
Make
and
no
I knew
mistake.
what was going to happen.
We need to think of more formats like this. Thank you so much for listening to Golfers Ruining My Life. Don't forget, get in touch with the show. We love your emails. thetoms@golfersruiningmylife.co.uk.
Of course, we want to get your emails. We want to hear from you. What you want from the show this year. Is there something you want to hear more of? Is there something you want to hear less of? Let us know. Write a review down below. Give us a 5-star review. And yeah, we're back same time next week for more of the same. 1 yard,
239, man. 239. If you want to join club, #239. Give us a follow. See you soon.
See you next time.
I love it.